Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
That sounded so gross. This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast. This is the greatest podcast you'll ever listen to in your entire life because this is the one where we rank all of the albums by whatever band we're doing for the week. And this week we're doing Alkaline Trio, so we're going to rank all 9 of their records from worst to best. My name is Tyler, way out there, hundreds of miles away, way out there in the ether is Jeff. Go to iTunes or go to Apple Podcasts, go to Podcast Addict, go anywhere where you can rate, review, and subscribe to us on, because that means everything. Please go do that. You don't have to just go to iTunes. Just do it. Just do it. We're also on social media, pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Asinine Radio. Get into that because we're the best, and we're modest. So before we actually rank all the Alkaline Trio records, we're going to do what we call the 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge. If you don't know what that is like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. So look it up if you're still confused. So we're going to relate Alkaline Trio to Tom DeLonge in some of the more roundabout ways, I'm sure, because this is probably the easiest one of all time. So how many do you have, Jeff? Because I only have one, because it's just
I just did one.
Silly.
I did one too because I thought the same thing. I was like, I'm just gonna this is dumb. But I did go a little silly with this one, as silly as I could, I guess.
Yeah. So okay. So do you want to go first then?
Sure.
Okay. What do you got?
Mike Philumley, drummer. He is in the Smoking Popes with Josh Caterer. Josh is the singer. Josh gave vocals to a Bayside acoustic EP, which I didn't even know, but I have the vinyls, and I noticed his name on there, and that's how I even knew. Well, Bayside singer is Anthony Ranieri. Anthony recorded a track one time, supposedly at the house.
Just one time.
Yeah, like just one track, one time at the house of Chris Kirkpatrick.
Oh, okay. This is really round.
Don't even know how that happened, and there's some stories that it didn't even happen, but they both say it did, but whatever. Chris Kirkpatrick get his ass kicked. Yeah. Chris Kirkpatrick was in. Chris Kirkpatrick was in the video for Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which Josh Freese played drums on that album.
Oh, okay.
And then from Josh Freese, we can eventually get to Tom.
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay, cool. So you decided to go the drummer route, starting with the drummer of Alkaline Trio at the time. I decided to go with the bass player of Alkaline Trio, Dan Andriano. He, outside of Alkaline Trio, he's in a super group, I guess you could say, called The Damned Things with Joe Troman from Fall Out Boy. Joe is also, in that band with Pete Wentz. Pete Wentz did that song for the Alice in Wonderland soundtrack with Mark Hoppus called In Transit. Great fucking song. And then Mark to Tom. That's all I got. And then obviously the easiest one is Matt Skiba plays in Blink-182. And so did Tom at one point in time. So yeah, that's all I got. It was kind of a boring one for the 6 degrees, but I did like yours. I like the Chris Kirkpatrick one. that was a nice little I guess came out of left field. But I had no idea he was. Oh no, he was in the courtroom, huh?
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yes, he was in the courtroom.
Yeah,
trying to remember.
There's a lot of people in that video.
Are there? I can't remember who else is in it.
From what I remember, I think there's more famous people than you think there are in that video.
Damn, we should do that record. I'm going to put that on my list. I'm going to put that on my list to do sometime in the future.
I forgot about the damn things though. Remember their album came out like when we were since we've been doing the pod, like the past couple of years, because I think they have one or two albums, but one of them came out in the past like 2 or 3 years.
I think you're right. I think I remember us talking about it because it was the guy from Fall Out Boy.
but it's had Scott Ian. Remember Scott Ian's like the old guy hanging out with all these
from
younger
Anthrax.
guys?
Yeah.
And then we thought that was like weird.
That is very strange. Very strange. But then you find out like the guy from Fall Out Boy like is a shredder himself and is more into metal music than shitty Fall Out Boy. So okay, so then let's just get into the rankings. So like I said, there are 9 Alkaline Trio records. We're gonna do the worst to the best. So let's start with you, Jeff, and then also our BB, our biggest banger from each of them. So what do you think is the worst? Yeah, if we have one. So what is the worst record for you?
All right, their worst record, the only record that I think is actually bad.
Okay.
Everything else is, at least, it's like, okay, whatever. That's all right. But this one I think is bad. My Shame is True, their 8th album, 2013.
Okay.
This was tough. This was very tough to even get through.
Why?
There should be a category called like ballad punk or ballad wannabe punk, because that's what this shit is. This is nothing but ballad after ballad after ballad, and it's fucking whack. And I hated this. I fucking hated this so much. I actually have a least favorite song.
Okay. All right. What is it?
I don't even have a banger. I have a fucking bottom banger. But it's a song, Until Death Do Us Part. Ugh.
Oh, I don't remember that one right now.
This is the only song in the entire discography that I skipped. I didn't even finish it.
Wow, that's really bad. Okay.
It was just cheese, man. It was just cheesy and just awful ballad shit. This album was atrocious. I was very surprised at how bad this was.
So would you rate it a sub 1 out of our 3-point rating system?
Yes.
Wow, that bad, huh?
Yeah. This may be even like a 0 because
no way. Come on.
There's no reason to ever listen to this. There was no redeeming qualities on this whatsoever. You don't need to listen to this to get any kind of feel for what Alkaline Trio has done or is.
I don't think
bad.
I don't think anything was that bad in this listen through. That's a little out of control. You're getting out of control.
I'm not.
You're wild.
I only speak the truth. Forget about game. I speak the truth.
So then my number 9 is Maybe I'll Catch Fire, their second record. This one was just a weird transition record for them. They couldn't decide what they wanted to do, if they wanted to stick with like the crazy kind of raw, all over the place sound, or do a more of a melodic thing. It was just a weird combination of stuff, and it was all right. I mean, I would never go back to this record. I don't have a banger off of this one. It's pretty forgettable. So yeah, I just didn't really care for it. Never listened to it again. So yeah, Maybe I'll Catch Fire, their second record. Yeah, just don't get it.
That's fucking crazy. You think My Shame is True is better than that? That isn't.
Hey, it's the way she goes. It's the way it.
See, it's all those corn ballads have mushed up your brain, mushed it all up.
Corn ballads, you fucking idiot.
All those KBs.
What do you got for number 8 then?
Number 8. Now we're into a minimum 1.
Okay.
But, Good Morning. Or Good Morning, like, MOUR, because that's super emo and cool.
It's edgy. Yeah.
This is their 4th album from 2003. This is boring. Like I couldn't really get into any of it. It was dry. There were a lot of harms throughout, so like Skeebs didn't really scream or get to have like his vocals in the singular too much.
Yeah.
It was never just like, because Skeebs can do some really, really cool stuff. He's not like a great singer, but he does have some iconic things that he does. And
True.
None of them were used on this album. And it wasn't like bad or nothing. It was just kind of boring. I don't have a banger for this one though.
Another one, huh? Do you have a stinker though?
No.
Okay.
No. That was just that one. I hated that album so much.
All right. Okay, so my number 8 is, this one surprised me because I haven't listened to it in a couple of years, and I thought I would like it more. I really thought I'd like it more because it has my third favorite Alkaline Trio song on it, and it's Is This Thing Cursed, their newest record. Their 9th record came out in 2017 or 2018. I can't remember now. But yeah, this one, it's very lackluster. I was pretty disappointed by this one. I don't know why I thought I would like it more. Just because the song Blackbird is my favorite song on this record. I think the melody in that is probably one of the best things that Skiba has ever done, whether it be in Trio or Blink. The best thing he's done is that melody in that chorus of that song. It's fantastic, but the album is just lackluster as fuck. It's so forgettable. It's so forgettable. But so this is, for me, this is like probably like a 1.25 on our 3-point rating system. So yeah, that's my number 8. So what do you got for number 7?
Number 7 is Agony and Irony. I can't believe you fucking think Shame is True is your number 1 album. Like, what is... Are you like a balladman now? Is that what you like?
No, I'm not a balladman. I'm not a balladman. I'm positive I'm not a balladman.
No. I'm positive that you don't think that you are, but you may be. So Agony and Irony is my number 7. This is their 6th album. This is way more pop punk than I expected it to be, but it clashed with their usual sound. Like they didn't really choose a side. They tried to do both. They tried to have their cake and eat it, and it just didn't work too well. It just didn't mesh. It was just like a very mediocre attempt at it. And I did read, I thought this was interesting, that the name of this album was inspired by the Flagpole Sitta, the song by Harvey Danger.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, when he goes, Agony and Irony, it's killing me. Woo!
Seems like a weird reference for Alkaline Trio. It seems too much fun for them.
Yeah.
So that's surprising.
But that actually made me like want to go back and listen to some more Harvey Danger, because it's been a long time since I listened to that record, but I wonder if there's more to it now that I have my grown-up ears on.
Yeah, but it was never good. It just was never good. It was never a good record. It's been many years since I listened, but
it's been like a decade since we've listened to it.
True, but I can't imagine it being better now. It's pretty
Maybe
abysmal.
some of the other music is good. I don't know.
I mean, it might be. I don't know. I don't know.
But
maybe
I also don't have a favorite on this one.
You don't have a favorite? Jesus Christ.
Do not. We're still in the ones. This is a 1.
Still in the ones. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're going to start climbing though. Don't worry. We'll climb.
Okay. I mean, I hope so, for your sake.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to be pretty brutal.
So my number 7 is This Addiction, their 7th record.
Dude, what in the fuck is going on here? You're a balladman.
No, I'm not a balladman at all.
You're a fucking balladman.
No, I'm not. So this album starts off really strong. I was really stoked with this. I was like, okay, this might be like close to the top. And then about halfway through, I just kind of forgot what I was doing, what I was listening to. Like it dropped off fast. And because of that, I have to rank it so low. It's weird how strong it started and how quickly it fell. Because I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it. You could do a lot better listening to Agony and Irony. Like you can really, I don't know. This is not a good record. It really wasn't that good. But my favorite song is the title track because it's the opener, and this is what really caught me. It was fast. It was catchy. It was exciting. I really enjoyed it, and I was so stoked, but then so disappointed by the end. So that's my number 7 is This Addiction. So boring. So this is I'm still at like a 1.25.
Your fucking nickname from now on is Tyler the Balladman. That's what you like. You shall be like Robin of Locksley. Tyler the Balladman. That's what your fucking name is now. Unbelievable. Number 6, so. Crimson.
Okay, and Clover.
So I've really only listened to like 3 Alkaline Trio albums ever, and then their newest one, I guess 4, kind of. But I remember in high school listening to 3, so this was the last one that I really listened to.
Okay.
But this is whatever's. This is what I thought it was going to sound like. This is like nothing going on. This is just like everything before it, and it's just I lose interest so fast, much like you lost interest in This Addiction, which makes no sense. But I lose my interest so fast with this band. This band is so boring.
That's great.
But my favorite song, Mercy Me. This is such a killer song. It's a fucking banger. And this should be in like everybody's top 3 Alkaline Trio favorite songs. It's a fucking perfect song. I know it's popular, so like you probably can't like it that much, but I get it.
I think it's a great song.
But it's a little too popular for you. So I get it. But this is a banger song. It's kind of an outlier on this album. It's more structured, it's more melody focused. But damn, dude, the harms are top notch. And this is a banger of a song.
I agree with you on that, man. I totally agree with you. But I can't believe that Is This Thing Cursed is so high for you. That's insane.
This is cursed. That is cursed.
When I was listening to that record, that's all I was thinking about was that stupid accent. So number 6 for me is Good Morning. Good Morning.
Dude, you're Tyler the Balladman. That is your
their
fucking
fourth
name.
record. Their 4th record. this just has a lot of good melodic parts, like Infirmary, From Here to the Infirmary, and it's a great progression from that. It wasn't nearly as good as Infirmary, but it could have been like the B-sides to it, and it like a legit B-sides record. And I mean that in a positive way. And I really enjoyed this one. This is probably like a 1 point. This is like a 2. This is like where the 2 start. Yeah, this is like where the 2 start. Because I could see myself going back to this one. So yeah, Good Morning. And then my favorite song is We've Had Enough. I can't really tell who sings on this song. I don't know if it's Dan or Skiba, because it kind of sounds like Skiba, but like in a very rough way. Like he's straining his voice, but it's a pretty fast and heavy song, and those drum fills, some solid drum fills in this one. It's good stuff. Just like Infirmary, a lot of good drum fills. So, yeah, that's my number 6. Good Morning. What do you got for number 5?
Is this thing cursed? This thing is cursed. That is cursed. That is my number 5.
Okay.
This is it's not bad. It's just another output with some pretty good songs, some PGSs in there, but for the most part, it's just whatever. It's blah. Mm-hmm. But I think like there are like 3 bangers on this album. Like you mentioned one. That's a banger. Then also the song "Little Help," like that's a fucking banger. Instantly catchy, fast. It's fun.
Okay.
So, but like overall, it's what I'm not in the 2s yet by any means. Not even close.
Would you say Blackbird is a top 5 trio song?
No.
Really?
Oh. Nah.
Oh man.
No, see, I didn't even like rank these songs, but no, it's not a top 5 song. No.
Okay. You know what I was thinking with this album? I was thinking that because this was after Skiba had joined Blink, so I thought it was going to be more of a pop thing. But then when this album came out, everybody was saying, "Oh, this is like a return to form. This is like what everybody loves about Alkaline Trio from like Infirmary." And so that's kind of that was my mindset going into it. And it was neither one of those things. It wasn't like a Feldy production, but it also wasn't an Infirmary sound. I don't understand why people were saying that. I don't get it. Maybe lyrically, but I don't know.
I wonder if Skeebs like secretly thinks Feldy's a total cuck and fucking hates him.
Oh, dude, he has to. Come on. How can you not?
Yeah, because I could totally see it.
How can you not think he is? Like, dude, he's so embarrassing to watch on Instagram.
But he's especially like Skiba. Like Skiba is just like he's so like counterculture of that genre.
Exactly, and he's very serious. And I just there's no way he thinks highly of John Feldman. As much as he says he does, I don't believe it for a second. Because Feldman is way too embarrassing. There's just no way. I don't know. But I can't stop following him on the socials because you love to hate. He's just that embarrassing. Like I can't turn away. I cannot turn away.
Like you love to hate him. He's like Darth Vader. Like you love to hate Darth Vader.
I know. I'm so conflicted. I don't know what to do. I'm like Luke. I'm conflicted. But anyway, what do you wait? So that was your 5, right?
Yeah, that was my 5.
Okay, so my 5 is God Damn It, their first record. I really dug this one. This one was very raw. It was very all over the place, and it was exciting. I really liked how exciting.
You're a fucking piece of shit ballad man is what you are. I don't understand. This is a joke. Are you joking me right now?
No, I'm not.
Oh my god!
But no, God damn it was it was a lot of fun. I had a blast listening to it. I liked how they didn't really know what they were doing. It sounded like, and it just sounded so like pure and just so fun. It was good. And my favorite song is My Little Needle. It's just a great pop rock song. It has a lot of good parts in it. The pop rock melodies were solid, but it still has that messiness that the rest of the record has. It's great. I think this is a great record. So God damn it, that's also, so like I said, everything else from here on out is a 2, at least a 2.
Damn.
So yeah, what do you got for your number 4?
Okay, number 4 is Maybe I'll Catch Fire, their second album.
Okay. I don't know why. That's silly. That's silly boy talk, but okay.
Dude, like you are just breaking all expectations. I don't even understand what's going on with you. I don't even know why you even think this band is good. This is so far from your cup of tea. I'm fucking blown away. And the fact that you think My Shame Is True like if that cup of tea that is Alkaline Trio is so far away from me, My Shame Is True would be like a mile off of that. So I have no idea what's going on anymore. I don't even know if this is real life anymore. So maybe I'll catch fire. This is their second album. Coming off their first album, I had pretty high hopes for this because I know what From Here to Infirmary sounds like, but I did know this was going to be a transitional album, and it was just like a second rate, goddammit. And that's fine, I guess. The popular songs were overdone, and the edge like they had was sort of muddled here. A lot of the sounds here reminding me so much of the Get Up Kids, and this band, and some of the stuff the Get Up Kids have done. I mean, they weren't very far apart either, because I like Chicago and then Kansas City. I mean, you're one state apart, but that's a smaller state, and so like them blowing up kind of at the same time made sense for each band to take stuff from each other.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, like I heard a lot of Get Up Kids in this album, which is cool, and I liked it. Like some of the way Skeets plays the cleaner guitar parts and the distortion tone itself sounds like it. It sounds like the Get Up Kids. But I didn't think it was like a bad album. So I'm probably like a 1.9 right now.
Oh, damn. That's higher than that's honestly higher than I thought you were going to put anything. Truly, I thought you were just going to hate it all. And then the way you were talking about it a couple of days ago, I just thought, dude, he's gonna rank Infirmary like a 1.5, and this is gonna be a nightmare. But no, it's worked out. It's worked out so far.
I like a lot of stupid emo stuff, but like I felt the Alkaline Trio has been overrated since I first heard From Here to Infirmary, like freshman year, or whenever. I think it was freshman year. Like I've thought Alkaline Trio are overrated since then, and I still do. 100%.
Oh, I agree. Whatever. I think they're overrated. I totally agree with you.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming from Maybe I'll Catch Fire. I think this had a good melody and it was fast, but it had like the slow vocals kind of over it. It was a good contrast. I liked it. That was my banger.
Okay. All right. Then my number 4 is, you ready for this one?
God, oh my God. I don't know. What is it?
Agony and Irony.
Dude, are
their
you
sixth
you're a
record.
fucking ballad man? Are you serious?
Their 6th record.
How is this possible? So your top 3 is From Here to Infirmary. My Shame Is True. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was surprised at their pop punk stuff. This record is more pop punk than some of their other stuff. I was surprised, and I was surprised I liked it. I enjoyed myself. I really kind of enjoyed myself on this record. There were a couple low points, but overall I enjoyed it. And I hate saying this because of everything that's been happening on this episode, but my favorite song is Do You Want to Know? And I even put the song is kind of a ballad for them, but that chorus is super catchy.
You're a fucking ballad man.
Only for this band. It must be only for this band. It must be only for this band.
It has to be.
So you saying that like at the beginning, I was just like, fuck, dude, I already know in my notes. I knew in my notes that I had put ballad like probably 3 times in the notes. Like, oh dude, this is a nightmare already. So yeah, that's my favorite song off of Agony and Irony, and that's my number 4. So good stuff. Great album. Still a 2.
You know, like there's always like a band or two that we'll bring to each other, and it's like, wow, you like this? And it just seems so out of character. This is 100% like that band for you. Mm-hmm. And then now I'm even more blown away by your rankings.
I thought we would be pretty much the same, considering you love pop punk. And
I thought so too.
But yeah, this is very surprising to me. Very surprising. So what do you got for your number 3?
Album of the week, From Here to Infirmary.
Really? That sucks. That's stupid.
Well, you know.
Okay. I guess it's my turn to talk because we're not talking about Infirmary yet. So I was about to take a big gulp of beer, but my number 3 is Crimson and Clover.
Oh my God.
Their 5th record.
So My Shame Is True is your second favorite Alkaline Trio album because
you're
a fucking cuck ballad man.
It might be. I don't know.
I hope it is. Oh, dude, my head will like literally explode if it's your number 1 album.
Oh God. Okay, so yeah, my number 3 is Crimson. This one I really caught me off guard. I never listened to this record before, except for like "Mercy Me." I think that was the only song. And this was a huge departure for their sound, I feel. And I heard so much Green Day, especially in the vocal melodies. A ton of Green Day. Even some of the musical parts were just very kind of that kind of dun 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 dun, kind of the, you know how Green Day does that kind of like trotting thing. I don't even know what it is, or waltz maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of that on this record, and I even heard some like '90s alt rock, like a little bit of Smashing Pumpkins, a little bit of like I don't even know what other, like just like kind of generic alt rock. But for whatever reason, it worked really well with Skiba's vocals, and I really enjoyed it. I thought this was a solid record. And my favorite song was "Fall Victim." His voice was just very kind of passionate, but very melancholy. I don't know. It's hard to explain because he has that weird crooning sound in his voice, and it just worked so well on this record. And the chorus is catchy. It's a great song, and I thought this is a fantastic record, really good, but still 2 out of 3 for me. So that's my number 3. What do you got? What do you got for your number 2?
Number 2, yeah. So we're definitely in the 2s, and I will say that the jump from Maybe I'll Catch Fire, From Here to Infirmary, isn't just like 1.9 to a 2. Like From Here to Infirmary will be more than a 2.
Okay.
This Addiction is my number 2. They're 7th, the one that you fucking hated.
I know.
Dude, I was blown away by this because
Really?
I had listened to a lot of shit before. Agony Irony was right before this. Trash, awful album. and
do you know what was after it?
Oh God, I don't understand like your brain today. It's all pooed up. Your brain is all gunked up with poo.
Okay.
But like after hearing a lot of Meh, this one blended everything together perfectly. The vocals were the iconic croon that we love, and even when Dan sings, which I assume it's him because it sounds like him, and I don't know, it doesn't sound like Dan. It just doesn't sound like Skeebs, so that's why I think it's Dan singing some parts. Even when he sings it, they tailor the songs to even him. It's not just like the same songs over and over, but let's just switch Dan and Skeebs on vocals. Like they're tailoring songs to each of their strong points. Yeah. I think they did it really, really well here. The punk element is there, but it's more subtle and buried, and they really mesh the pop punk with the darker themes of like personal relationships and how they affect like each member personally. And I thought everything was damn good. I thought this was so damn good that I listened to it twice, and then I listened to the acoustic tracks 3 times.
Holy shit.
Because I think the acoustic tracks were all bangers. All of them. Every single one. There's like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Like, dude, the title track, This Addiction, acoustic, boss. And then the song Dine, Dine, My Darling.
You like that one? Oh, dude, that one was rough.
Dude, the knot itself I think is really funny and really cool and really cheesy, but in the Alkaline Trio way. But yeah. Boss Nass.
Okay. I don't get it, but okay.
If I saw my top 1 and 2, you know my top 1, but if I saw my top 1 and 2 on the vinyls, I'd buy them. From Here to Infirmary, I'm a little hesitant on still. I probably will.
Record Store Day, come on.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I would, just because I know I can probably get it on a cool variant. But like for sure, the first 2 I'd pay $25, maybe even $30 for a really good copy.
It's crazy. This Addiction is your number 2. That is so stupid, man. Like what the fuck, dude? That definitely belongs at number 7.
Yeah, my ranking is stupid.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's true.
Put your fucking ballad.
So up here. my number 2 is My Shame Is True. Their 8th record. I was kind of blown away by this. This was I had a blast listening to it. I felt like this was the record that best blended their like old emo sound with pop punk. Like this had it all. This was a really good record. And then they even threw a little bit of electronic stuff in there, like a little bit of soundscapes and a little bit of synths on some of the songs. And it was just subtle enough to be like a great touch to some of the songs. And just, it was so catchy. I couldn't believe how catchy it was. to do it this late into their career and just kill it like this. Because I was kind of like going through the records. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of over it. Like I just need to get through it. And this like really, this one really like brought me back. And I'm like, okay, this is really good. Like I'm stoked for Is This Thing Cursed? Because I thought it was going to be an extension of this or even better. So maybe that was some of my disappointment too with with the last record, because I was expecting more of this record. My shame is true. But my favorite song is I Want to Be a Warhol. It's just it's straight up catchy. Just fucking catchy. It's great, man. It's a great record.
Okay.
I was so surprised. I don't really hear the ballad stuff like you. Like on this one, there are some ballad kind of moments, but it's nothing like the other record, the really ballad one that I was talking about earlier.
That album
like
is a ballad. They like from front to back, it is a ballad. Yeah. Everything is slowed down to the ballad point, and Alkaline Trio doesn't do that. Aside from a few songs here or there, generally speaking, I mean more than generally speaking, they're a faster band and they play fast all the time. So when they slow it down, they just don't know what they're doing when they slow down music.
Well, I mean, first of all, the band doesn't have a ton of depth musically, so
yeah, that's true.
So you got to give them some sort of benefit of the doubt, I guess.
No,
but yeah,
shit.
Yeah, you should, because your rankings are fucking stupid. But so what do you got for your number one then?
God damn it. Number one, their first album, their debut, late 90s, baby. This was unbelievable. I've never heard this before. I only started later on from Here to Infirmary. That was the first album that I heard by them. Mm-hmm. And then when Crimson came out, we were like graduating high school. So that's why I remember that one. And I liked that one in high school because it was around the time we were graduating. So like I was getting excited for graduation. And then subsequent listens during the summer of that same year, I started thinking like, wow, this band is not that good. And that's when I broke off. But God damn it, I never heard before. And this was fucking nuts, man. This was crazy. I'm surprised that you don't like this one that higher. It wasn't ranked higher for you. This is like fast punk. This is the most punk they've ever done.
I know.
Like
I enjoyed it. I liked it.
This is serious pop punkage. And in order to be like truly pop punk, like you got to have the punk in there. And this 100% did. And there's even some banger acoustic stuffs.
Well, the Dan one is not a banger. The Skiba one's really good. The one at the end, I think it's the last song, right? The Skiba acoustic.
Yeah.
But the Dan one, like it's like the fourth song. That one was terrible.
No, it was good. It wasn't the best on the album, but
I'm not a Danman.
It was good.
I'm not a Danman, really.
Yeah,
no, that's the way she goes.
Oh, all right. This album was amazing. This was unbelievable. This is pretty up there. I don't know.
You would get this on vinyl?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. For sure. For sure. I hate saying 100% now because Sloan always says 100%. Oh yeah, 100%. I love this album, 100%.
Does he really say that? I've never noticed it.
Yeah. So now I catch myself saying it. I feel like a complete dullard.
I can't say that now.
Yeah.
Knowing that Sloan says I can't do that.
I know, right? You can't. It ruins it.
I mean, I didn't use it that often, but now I can't. Now it's dead. It's a dead.
Now you're gonna use it more.
I know,
and then when you say it, you're gonna feel so stupid.
I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Damn it.
But anyway, goddamn, it's number one. My favorite song is Clavicle. Love the way it says Clavicle.
Yeah, that's a good
Clavicle.
It's a pop punk.
Man, dude.
At least the way you say it.
God damn it, it was so good.
Yeah, it's a great record. It is a really great record.
This is above 2.5.
Really?
Easy.
No.
Easy.
Dude.
Too easy.
No way. Dude, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Above 2.5 for sure. This is the best thing they've ever done.
Okay. You surprised me. Because I really thought you were going to hate it all. So I don't even know. I don't know what else to say about it. This is stupid.
You surprised me. I don't even know why the fuck you even like this band to begin with. This is like not your cup of tea whatsoever. I don't understand why we're even fucking... I don't even know why we're here.
We're here because of the pod. Obviously, we do it for our fans. We do it for our fan. Come on.
We shouldn't have any fans that really love Alkaline Trio.
Half of our fans just get up and leave.
I know, probably.
We'll get more into that though, because I do want to talk about like the how important some people view this band, because it's interesting. So yeah, my number one was From Here to the Infirmary, obviously. So not going to talk about that just yet. So stay tuned for the main episode because we're getting into, like I said, From Here to the Infirmary from Alkaline Trio. Thank you for listening. Go to any podcast app, rate, review, and subscribe to us on there because that would be great. That'd be awesome. Just go do it. And social media everywhere at Asinine Radio. And that's it. That's all.
Bye, folks.